Even if you're not a fan of the Raptors, you've certainly seen superfan Nav Bhatia, who's been sitting courtside at nearly every home game since the team's inception in 1995.
All right, and now Nav is ready to share his inspirational story in this right here, the brand new book, The Heart of a Superfan. The car salesman shares his triumph over adversity, love for Canada, and induction, of course, into the Basketball Hall of Fame. And Nav joins us now. Nav, it's always good to see you. Welcome back to the morning show.
Thank you for having me here.
All right, let's first of all talk about going to your first Raptor game back in 1995. The team was new to Toronto, new to Canada. Is there any parallels between the team's arrival, do you think, and your journey and your arrival?
I think it's very parallel. It's the story of Raptors and story of mine. We both had speed bumps and a lot of speed bumps. And, you know, at the end of the day, we both, you know, in my personal life, I had the speed bumps, challenges, and at the end of the day, I became a car dealer, and now, with God's grace, I have 5 car dealerships. And the same thing with the Raptors. I've seen a lot of valleys, and you know, with the Raptors, I've been there at every game for 30 years now. And look what happened. They won the championship in 2019.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
And we look at these pictures, we look at this video right now, and it's a family. It really is the Raptor family, and it goes beyond just the team. It's the community. And you talk about the importance of family in your book. You talk about your wedding. You talk about adopting your daughter.
Yes.
And you also talk about a promise you made to your mother.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Yes. You know, when I'm a Sikh by religion, you know, by faith. And when I was 16 years old, and I was ready to go to the university and a hostel. So that's when the parents worry about it, that they say, oh, the kid is going to go out. He's going to be influenced by the word, other things and all that. So my mom, who was very strict and very hardworking lady, and she asked me, she sat me down one day and said, now, son, I need you to make me 3 promises. And the promises she made me make to her were no drinking, no smoking, and no cutting of my hair, because we Sikhs are required to keep our hair. So I said yes. She was a very tough lady. I said yes, but 60 years later now, or 58 years later, I kept that promise. And I think it's a lot of her blessings which have put me where I am in the world today.
I want to also ask you, Nav, about Vince Carter, one of the greatest Raptors of all time, of course, wrote the foreword to your book.
Yes.
What did that mean to you?
Well, Vince Carter is the greatest Raptors of ever. And the reason being not because he was the best dunker, he was the best athlete ever, but you know what he did for the Raptors and the basketball for Canada. Today, Canada has almost 30 players playing in the NBA, thanks to Vince Carter. Because I remember him 18, 19 years ago doing the camps for a week after the season was over and putting a nice camp for 5 days for these kids. And that's why today we have Shea, we have Wiggins, we have Kelly, we have all these good players who are playing for Canada. And that helped us to get a world medal, and I think this year in summer they're going to get a medal in the Olympic.
Oh, I like it. Bold prediction. That's good, but it's amazing the explosion of basketball talent we've seen out of this.
Yes, yes, yeah. It is amazing. We are known as a basketball world, and the way we keep it up. If we keep it up, in 10 years, it's going to be a basketball nation. Sorry, hockey people, but it's going to be a basketball nation.
When's our next championship?
Well, I think championship is not easy to get. Denver got the championship last year after 50-some years. So we have gotten it in a quick time, and I think we are on a rebuild, and very soon, give us some time, few years, and we're going to get this thing again, the second ring on this finger.
Is there room? Is there room there, Nav? You might have to move a finger over.
There's always a room.
Yeah.
I'll make one.
All right, The Heart of a Superfan. Here it is right now. It is available everywhere books are sold. Nav, it's good to see you.
Thank you very much for having me.